everyone. This is Marie with Your New School. Welcome, welcome. If I can please have everybody type in their full name and their full school name into the chat box. If you are from a school that has multiple locations, please also indicate the location of your school so that I'm sending the attendance to the right school. And then also, if everybody can just please keep an eye on their microphones to make sure that they stay muted. And then we're going to get started in just a couple of minutes. Again, for those of you who are just jumping on, if you can please make sure that you type in your full name, your full school name, along with location. If you are from a school that has multiple locations, into the chat box. That is the only way we can track attendance. I see a few Illinois schools are jumping on. Depending on where you're at in Illinois, how much snow are you getting? I'm in the far northwest suburbs of Illinois, so we've got about 3 inches, maybe 4 inches of snow. Emily, I know you're logged in. What's the city looking like?
Honestly, it's snowing, but it's not sticking, so nothing on the ground or anything.
Oh, you're lucky. I could probably build a good amount of snowmen out there. My dog this morning looked at me like, nope, not happening, Mom.
Your dog's so tiny, too. I'm sure she disappears in the snow.
Yep. I know, I can't handle the snow either. But remember, those of you who are in Illinois, last year, earlier in the week, it was the same time last year, we had like 6 inches. We had that like mini blizzard. Keeping true to the anniversary. I know, and I have have solar panels on my house. So with the sun right now, since my office faces where the solar panels are, and I told my husband, like, you gotta keep an eye on the dog when she's out there because the snow is just sliding off of the solar panels and plummeting to the patio. Like, we're gonna kill the dog. Florida, I wish I was anywhere but Illinois.
I know, I'm trying to convince Sam to move to Florida.
I already told my husband, I'm like, you better start applying for jobs. I want out.
Yesterday I was talking about Hawaii too. I was like, I'm sure you could find work in Hawaii. He's a geologist. They have volcanoes and land. And
sold. We're there. We'll go together. Like, I'm done. I'm done with snow. I'm done with cold. I'm done with our taxes. Any of you who are familiar with the Chicagoland area, we have horrible taxes. All right, so it is just 10 o'clock, at least 10 o'clock my time. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm still hearing people jumping on, so for those of you who are jumping on, please make sure that you type in your full name, your full school name, along with location, so that we can send your attendance to the appropriate schools and locations. All of that information does need to be typed into the chat box. The participant box does not save, so when I log out and I go back to track the attendance, the only thing that saves is the chat box. So that's why it's so important that you guys are typing in the correct information. So I need your full name, your full school name, along with location. So that I can cipher through all of it and get your information to your appropriate school. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me minimize a few screens on my end. Also, if you guys can make sure that you keep your microphones muted. I am doing my best to mute you guys as you log in, but sometimes it just unmutes. So just be mindful of that and we'll get started. So welcome to Only Yours Skincare. Today's webinar is going to be on the mini electric micro infusion system. Sorry, I'm gonna mute somebody's microphone really quick. There we go. So depending on your state, not every state is able to perform the microinfusion. Those of you who are logged in, and I know I see a lot of Illinois schools, we are not licensed to use this device. You have to be working under a physician, a licensed physician, to be able to perform the microinfusion system. So just know that, but the information is great. The device itself is great. And if you are somebody who's going to go into the medical aesthetics and you're going to be working in a doctor's office or a dermatologist's office, you will be able to perform this service under their licensing. So those of you from other states, please make sure that you're checking with your state regulations regarding microinfusion, nano needling, microneedling. They all kind of mean the same thing. So we're going to talk about those. So what is microneedling and what is it used for? So it is also known as micropuncture, collagen induction therapy, dermal rolling, cosmetic dry needling, and percutaneous collagen induction. Microneedling involves the use of tiny needles to create precision microperforations where the dermis and the epidermis meet. The result is a controlled wounding that stimulates collagen and elastin production, and skin will renews and repairs. It is also often used to prepare the skin for topical ingredients, as the microperforations allow skincare ingredients to more efficiently penetrate the skin. Microneedling alleviates fine lines and wrinkles, repairs sun-damaged skin, lifts and tightens the skin, improves the appearance of scars, and reduces the size of pores. It is therefore the desired aesthetic procedure for addressing acne, chickenpox, and surgical scars, wrinkles around the eyes and lips and on the forehead, hyperpigmentation, sun damage, dull skin, rough textured skin, and microneedling can be performed on the body to address issues such as stretch marks and scars. So now, what is nano needling and micro infusion? So nano infusion, also known as nano needling, this is a less aggressive no needle alternative to micro needling. The nano infusion process is done with a handheld device or pen that moves the nano cartridge up and down onto the surface of the skin. You feel a vibration and the sensation similar to like a cat licking you. There's no pain and no discomfort. The nano cartridge contains a disc of needles, and I put that in quotes, which have a diameter of equal to about a third of the human hair, which is almost invisible to the naked eye. When these these pins gently touch the skin, they form up to 200,000 invisible nanochannels. So the needles are not stainless steel, they are silicone. And that's why I put them in quotes, because they are needles, they are going to penetrate the skin. It's just not as aggressive as the actual stainless steel surgical needles. So with nanochanneling, with these nanochannels in the skin, these are a direct line to deliver products such as the Only Yours Recovery Plus Serum. And it goes below the skin barrier, stimulates the regenerative process and collagen production in the skin. The skin cells rearrange themselves to allow nutrition to pass through the skin barrier in order to help the absorption of skincare products and to effectively feed the skin and stimulate collagen and elastin production. There is no pain, inflammation, bleeding, or discomfort when you're using the nano. So nano infusion is safe for all skin types and tones. There's no risk of post-traumatic hyperpigmentation. And these are some of the conditions that it is indicated for. So it's great for dehydration, enlarged pores, follicular congestion, tissue congestion, uneven texture, maturing skin such as fine lines and wrinkles, and loss of elasticity. Hyperpigmentation, including post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, scar reduction, capillary distension, and asphyxiated skin. So what are the results? So you get an immediate increase in hydration and reduction in pore size. That's something you're going to see after the first, if not the second, treatment. Over time, you will see a decrease in fine lines and wrinkles while increasing firmness of the skin. Scars are softened and hyperpigmentation is minimized. And for best results will be achieved after performing a series of treatments. Some contraindications. Do not treat if a patient has herpes lesions, hemophilia, or is on Accutane. You want to discontinue the use of retinoids 3 days prior to the treatment. You want to wait 2 weeks after any cosmetic fillers, injections before doing a treatment. And then we do have a release form that lists all of the contraindications that you need to be aware of when performing a microinfusion treatment. Some key points. It is non-surgical, it's safe and effective. It has a unique combination of microneedling and nano infusion in one lightweight device. It has extremely fine needles, will penetrate the barrier layer of the epidermis, allowing for the dermal transport of active ingredients. The pen is cordless and rechargeable. A fully charged battery will last up to 5 hours of continuous use. If you do forget to charge it, the cord for charging is long enough to be plugged in and use it as it's plugged in, so you don't have to worry about that if it does die on you. You have 5 speeds, and you can also adjust the depth of your needle. The needle caps that you can choose from, we have a round needle cap that contains either 9 or 12 stainless steel surgical needles, and then the nano scale needles are designed to be used exclusively with the infusion tube accessory to carry active ingredients deep into the skin. So we've got the 9, the 12, and the nano cartridge. I know we are in the process of making one that has either 24 or 32 needles. That is designed to be used for large body parts, but we haven't come out with that yet. Basic protocols. So we do have protocols to follow. This is just kind of a brief how-to. So first thing you want to do is prep the skin. Thoroughly cleanse and remove all makeup and follow with citrus pre-peel cleanser to strip and degrease the skin. You want to make sure that your pre-peel cleanser has evaporated and is dry prior to doing the treatment. So after you've prepped the skin, while the pre-peel peel cleanser is evaporating, this is when you're going to custom blend your recovery serum. So you're going to start with your Recovery Plus serum, 3 milliliters in a little vial. You're going to add up to 2 milliliters or 8 pumps of any of our accelerators except for number 4, because number 4 is oil-based. The rest of our accelerators are water-based, so you don't want to put any oil-based products into your infusion. You're going to mix your serum in the vial, and then using a sterile syringe that's supplied with the tube, you're going to draw out 5 milliliters from your vial into your syringe. Now you need to set up your device. So the first thing is you want to install your sterile pre-filled syringe into the syringe clip, secure the syringe tip in the bracket, and secure the syringe base inside the clip. The syringe plunger should line up with the syringe depressor, and I'm going to show you all of this on camera. Then you will install your needle cartridge. To do this, you're going to insert the cartridge into the tip of the device and then just screw it in clockwise to secure it. Then you will attach the sterile infusion tube to your syringe tip and needle cap. The large end is what's going to be connected to the syringe. The small end is what is connected to the needle cartridge. Once your device is set, then you're ready to begin. So suggested microinfusion depths. Never exceed the depth allowed by your licensing and qualifications. So again, this is where you need to know your state laws. Always use according to your state regulations. Now, if you are able to use it, always begin at 0.25 milliliters, and then you can increase by 0.25 milliliters until you get the desired erythema is achieved. So until you get that flushing on the face. The forehead and nose, you don't want to exceed 0.50 millimeters. The outside orbital rim, you don't want to exceed 0.55 millimeters in depth. And then if you are going to be using the Nano cap or the Nano infusion tip, you have to set your device to 1 millimeter only. Nothing higher, nothing lower. The needles are so tiny that you do need the 1 millimeter depth to get any type of results. So when you're ready, you're going to turn your device on. To turn your device on, you're going to hold the speed button, also known as the regulator power button, until the device turns on. This button, again, you're going to just push this button again to adjust your speed or how fast the needles are going to be penetrating. So we have 5 speeds, and again, on camera, I'll show you, and I have a video that I'm going to show you that shows you how to use the device so you can see how to adjust the speed. To begin the infusion, you're going to press the up button on the device, and this is going to dispense the serum. You're going to press or depress as needed, keeping the skin surface covered with serum. So it's so important that the skin has serum on it before you start applying. And it dispenses out of the gun onto the skin, and then you can start moving your device. To turn the device off, you're just going to hold the speed button again until it stops. You'll press the down button, and that's going to release your syringe so that you can take it out. So here's an up-close image of our device. So on the top, the blue cap on top, that is your cartridge. Those are your needles. Then you have your infusion tube, which connects the cartridge to your syringe. There is a needle depth gauge, so it's the silver cap at the top of the device. You can rotate that to determine your depth. The up and down button, the up button is to infuse the serum. The down button is to release your syringe. Then you have your syringe clip, and then your on and off button or your speed control button. So getting started, you're going to hold the device perpendicular to the skin surface, and without exerting any pressure, you're just going to gently glide the device along the skin. Be sure to keep the skin flooded with the serum, as this is what's going to provide the slip necessary for the treatment. The device may be used on the entire face or just in specific areas of concern, such as around the eyes or the lips. You want to avoid lip tissue, so do not do the actual lips. Avoid the inside orbital rim and any open or inflamed lesions. When using the device on the neck or hands, be sure to adjust your needle depths accordingly. Finishing steps: after you've finished doing your needling, you're going to apply an additional layer of your recovery serum, and then you will apply a hyaluronic sheet mask. Cover with a cool towel. This is going to help soothe and rehydrate the skin. You're going to avoid overstimulating massages, so we don't do a massage step in this treatment. After removing your mask, you're going to finish with toner, maximum regenerating serum, oil-free or soothing barrier repair cream, and then you need to avoid direct exposure to the sun. Suggested frequency of treatment: for maximum results, you want to do a series of 6 treatments, and you want to do a treatment once a week for 6 weeks. If you are using the 9 or the 12 pin, this is the actual needles, you need to wait 6 months before you can do another series of 6. If you are using the Nano tip, which are the silicone needles, you can perform a once a month service after your series of 6. So you'll do your series of 6 once a week for 6 weeks, and then they can come back in once a month to receive the Nano. Now, if you're somebody like myself, when I first did this, I used the 12 pin, maybe? I can't remember what I did. I think it was the 12. I did the 12 pin, so now I have to wait 6 months, which I'm now at my 6 months mark, so now I'm just waiting for my serum to come in the mail. But now I want to switch to the Nano. So I will do the Nano and do 6 treatments, and then I'll do a monthly treatment after that. You can't do a 12 and then switch the next month to a Nano. You do need to wait the 6 months before you can do a new series of the Nano, if that makes sense. So if you've already started with the 9 or the 12, you do need to wait 6 months before you can switch to the Nano and then do the monthly Nano. Home care guidelines. So post-peel, the skin's going to have redness and sensitivity similar to a sunburn for about 12 to 24 hours. During that time, you don't want to exercise. You don't want to be doing too much sweating or exert too much heat. So keep it to a minimum. On the eve of the treatment, you want to cleanse your skin with tepid water and use the sensitive skincare cleanser and toner, and then follow with recovery serum and your barrier repair, either regular or oil-free. Or you can use the products from our Expo Gel, which is the alpha hydroxy acid home care kit. But again, you need to be using the recovery serum. After the treatment, you can resume regular routine after 24 hours, but always continue to use the recovery serum. We are in the process of making a home care kit for the Infusion, but right now you either can use the sensitive skincare line, or you can use, we also have a home care kit that you would use after a chemical peel. You can use that home care treatment as well. So we do have 2 protocols that go along with the Infusion pen. And the first one is called Maximum Tissue Remodeling, and the second one is Maximum Tissue Remodeling Plus. The only difference between the 2 is the Plus incorporates a chemical peel in addition to your nano needling. The only chemical peel that you can do with the Infusion is the banana peel through only YOURx. It is our most mild cream-based chemical peel. So I did both of these. I alternated. I did 1 regular treatment, and then I did, out of my series of 6, I did 2 with the banana peel in between, just so I can see and test it out. I personally didn't have any issues with it. I felt a little more sensitive, I guess would be the word, but I'm pretty resilient, so, but there may be a little higher level of sensitivity if you are going to be using a chemical peel in conjunction with your Infusion. But it can be done as long as you're following these 2 protocols. Our recovery serum. So this is the serum that is used with the Infusion pen. It is a CBD, so it has 250 milligrams of CBD plus peptides. Its focus is for anti-aging, but it is great for all skin types. It has hyaluronic acid in it as well. It is a unique formula. It combines effective plant-based actives and extracts with cutting-edge scientifically derived complexes to speed healing and to achieve vibrant skin, both preventative and corrective. So it's going to prevent and correct skin conditions. The Recovery Plus reduces visible signs of aging while supporting optimal skin function and to preserve youthful and glowing skin. You'll apply morning and night to the entire face and eye area, massage the product really into those fine lines and wrinkles, and then follow with your usual moisturizer. I cannot say enough about this product. We also have accelerators that we use throughout the Only Yours treatments. So we also use our accelerators with the recovery serum so that you can cocktail it to benefit your client's skin. Our accelerators are designed to target, correct, and control skin conditions. These are used to customize the actual treatments as well as home care products. They can also be applied directly to the skin. So before I move on and talk about the accelerators, I want to tell you what I did with the recovery serum. Even if you are a state that cannot perform the Nano Infusion service, this product alone is amazing. My daughter got a nose piercing for her birthday. Not that I approved of it, but whatever. She got an allergic reaction to the antiseptic spray that they gave her to spray around the piercing. Her face felt like leather. It got extremely inflamed. It was really tight, and it looked like it was about to crack. She couldn't smile, she couldn't move, she couldn't open her mouth. Like, it was really bad. So I called the dermatologist. They're like, yeah, we can get you in 8 weeks. I'm like, okay, well, that does me no good. So I didn't know what to do for her in the meantime. So I grabbed the recovery serum. I grabbed some of my accelerators. I created a cocktail for her. And I said, all right, just put this on your skin before you go to bed, and we'll see what it looks like in the morning. And by the next morning, she was able to move her face. And within 48 hours, her skin was completely healed. And I called and canceled her dermatologist appointment. It is like that, like within 2 days, and by the third day is as if she never had an allergic reaction. So I cannot stress enough, this product alone will fly off the shelf. It is amazing. It like blew my mind away. So the accelerators, they are designed to address the 12 different tissue targeted complexes. They contain a cocktail of the latest and greatest botanicals and technological ingredients available. They address specific skin conditions need to correct, repair, and control. All of the ingredients were chosen for their superior efficacy, clinical studies, and outstanding performance. They are pure, concentrated laboratory strength for maximum results. They're used in our treatments, pre-massage, pre-mask, as well as with our Now Infusion system. They can be used with any of your aesthetics equipment. And again, we use these for custom blending home care products as well. And if you're using it for custom blending home care, it's going to boost those actives up to 50%. So I'm going to go through all of the accelerators that are available through Only Yours and the skin conditions that they correspond to. So these are the skin condition categories. We have sensitized skin, compromised barrier, dehydration, excessive dryness, acne lesions, follicular congestion, tissue congestion, uneven texture, maturing skin, irregular pigmentation, capillary distension, and asphyxiated skin. So the first one is the Ultra Soothing Relief. This is for sensitized skin conditions such as burns, temporary and chronic sensitivity. So indicated for inflammation, redness, swelling, pain, stinging, burning, itching, and flaking. This is going to help diminish inflammation, redness, and pain, soothes and calms and accelerates healing. It's going to add hydration, and it's also an antioxidant. The number 2, rapid tissue repair, is for compromised barriers such as abrasions, scrapes, cracked skin, fissures, post-peel, or post-microdermabrasion. This has extraordinary repairing and regenerating properties, stimulates cell respiration and metabolism, enhances the skin's immune system. Number 3, instant moisture infusion. This is for dehydration, irritation, recessive comedones, fine lines, and wrinkles. Its results are binds moisture to the skin, increases moisture, diminishes dehydration and transepidermal water loss, increases elasticity, and minimizes wrinkles. Hang on, I gotta mute somebody's microphone really quick. Sorry about that.
Marie, somebody asked, how do you come to the conclusion that the client needs?
After doing your dermaprint. So when you do a client consultation, do you guys, I'm assuming you don't use Only Yours. So Only Yours, we have a very unique consultation process, and we have a form that's called the dermaprint form, and it will guide you through making an accurate decision as to what service, what protocols that you need to perform. So after doing your consultation using the dermaprint form, it basically tells you what you need to do. But again, you can do nano-needling. I mean, I would definitely not do this on a teenager. Maybe like after if they have really bad acne, maybe. But more so for aging skin, maturing skin, hyperpigmentation, that kind of stuff. But if you follow our protocols, it tells you exactly what to do. And it even tells you the way our dermaprint is set up, it also tells you exactly what facial you need to perform to correct or control their skin condition. So I believe next week I've got a dermaprint class set up. I don't have my schedule in front of me, but I'm pretty sure I do. I think I do. If it's not next week, it's for sure the following week. So number 4, Vital Lipid Repair. This one we do not use with the microinfusion because this one is oil-based. But again, you can use this to custom blend your home care products or for other treatments, but it's for excessive dryness. So dry skin, damaged stratum corneum, aging skin, sensitized skin, post-peel and post-microdermabrasion. So this is rich in essential fatty acids. It repairs and replenishes the moisture barrier, relieves irritation, dryness, and cracking. Number 5, acne clearing agent. This is for papules, pustules, nodules, and cysts. It's antibacterial, kills P. acne bacteria, diminishes inflammation and controls oil, does have a slight exfoliation to unplug the follicle, and accelerates healing of acne. Number 6, deep pore purifier for open comedones, closed comedones, and milia. It is also antibacterial and controls oil, exfoliating to unplug impactions in the follicles, prevents formation of new impactions, and helps minimize pores. Number 7, decongestion tissue. This is for tissue congestion, extracellular waste, aging skin, congestion, open and closed comedones, and asphyxiated skin. So this will stimulate ATP, which activates cell respiration, nutrition, and detoxification of waste material, stimulates circulation and lymph for healthy cellular exchange. Number 8, smooth skin repair for uneven texture, so rough textured skin, flaky skin, or photo-aged skin. This is going to stimulate cellular renewal of keratinocytes and fibroblasts, promotes collagen synthesis, increases elasticity, and softens wrinkles. It has a gentle exfoliation, stimulates cell proliferation, smooths and refines the texture of the skin. Number 9, firming anti-wrinkle activator for maturing skin. So aging skin, photo-aged skin, elasticity loss, fine lines and wrinkles. Has the latest anti-aging peptides, promotes more youthful skin. New peptides stimulate fibroblasts and glycosaminoglycans and promotes collagen synthesis, increases tone elasticity, softens wrinkles, stimulates ATP, prevents inflammation cascade, and fights free radicals. Number 10, pigment fading activator for hyperpigmentation, age spots, melasma, post-acne pigmentation. So naturally derived actives inhibit tyrosinase, the enzyme responsible for melanin. Fades hyperpigmentation without being toxic to the cells. Has a gentle exfoliation to help lighten pigmentation. Number 11 is the crucial capillary support for capillary distension and rosacea. This is going to strengthen the capillary walls to push pooling blood, which minimizes capillary distension, stimulates microcirculation, and irrigates and supports the capillary network, suppresses inflammation cascade. It's also an antioxidant and fights free radicals. And number 12 is our cellular oxygen renewal for asphyxiated skin, so dull, lifeless, shallow, or grayish skin. Stimulates ATP, which activates cellular respiration, nutrition, and detoxification. Stimulates keratinocyte cell proliferation, stimulates circulation, and fights free radicals and oxidative stress. So just a few reminders. Always use sterile accessories for each treatment. Accessories are single use and disposable, so we never reuse anything. Always wear hygienic gloves and follow proper sanitation during this treatment. It is mandatory. Numbing cream is not needed for 1 millimeter or below, but if you have a client who's really sensitive to pain, you may use a numbing cream on depths higher than that. Again, if your client is sensitive to pain. We currently don't have a numbing cream, but I know Only Yours is in the process of creating one for our line. Otherwise, you can always just purchase one online, or if you're somebody who already has one, go ahead and use it. I found that I didn't need any numbing cream. I felt nothing when I was doing the service. So, and then avoid exposure for 1 week after the treatment. Always wear a sun hat when you're in the sun, and not just a baseball cap. Like if you have one of those big sun hats, just stay in the shade. Your skin is really sensitive to sun exposure, especially if you are going to be doing the treatment all along your neck or décolleté. That's not going to be protected by your hat. You want to make sure, and then always have SPF on. All right, so I'm going to play a video so you guys can see how the device works.
Hi everybody, I'm Danielle with Only Your Skincare, and I'm here to introduce to you our new microneedling device. This is something we are so excited to bring to you. It's going to bring change, and it's going to boost your practice to the next level. What is microneedling? It is collagen. It's going to help stimulate your fibroblasts to produce more collagen and elastin production. The beauty about this particular machine is that you're able to infuse serums and actives the same time as you're needling the patient. So hyaluronic acid serum on top of our accelerators, you're literally able to customize a treatment and product specifically to what's going on topically when you see them. So I'm going to break down to you how to set up this device and how to utilize it, and we will walk you through each step. Okay, so now we're going to go over the setup of how to use our micro infusion device. The beautiful thing about this particular pen is that this comes with not only the microneedling device, it comes with 2 of our new Recovery Plus serums, which have hyaluronic acid serum. They're in little 6 ml bottles, really custom with our accelerators, our highly concentrated accelerators. So you literally can just put those actives within that serum bottle, shake it up, and then extract it into the syringe. So also what comes in here is 2 syringes and 2 needles. We offer 9, 12, and also a Nano infusion needle, which is literally, it's not even a needle, it's more of like an abrasion if you're not comfortable with using needles. How you operate this, it's very lightweight, it's easy to use. There's a little speed button that you push and it will turn the device on. I personally like the highest setting, but it's all within preference and what your patients can tolerate. You also have to be aware of your state regulations and your licensing regulations as to what you're allowed to administer within your own state. How to shut it off, you literally just hold down the speed button and it will shut it off just the same way as how you are when you turn it on. For us at Only Yours, we're only going to be teaching you at a 0.3 millimeter. Obviously, this particular goes up to 2.5, so 0.2 all the way up to 2.5. But again, it's all within your state regulations. To shut off the device, you just push the speed button and it will shut off when you turn it on. So, how you're going to This is a sealed package. You want to use a new one on everybody. And when you open it, this has a catheter and a needle. It's very easy to put on. You're going to take the needle and push it in, and then you're going to just turn it clockwise. On this needle, there is a little lip that's where you're going to connect the catheter to. I don't know if you can see that yet, right? So here's your catheter. You're going to take that, and you're going to apply it right there. And then this part is going to attach to the syringe. So you're going to open up your packaging. Again, make sure it's a new syringe. You're going to take it, and at this point in time, you're already going to have your serum in this, so it's already going to be pulled out. So I'm going to take your syringe that's filled with your serum, and you're going to attach it to your catheter. On this device, you have an up and down button. So that down button is what's going to retract the gun so it will fit your syringe in place. At that point, you're going to take the up button, push that, and it's going to prime the gun and infuse the needle. And once that does that, then that's when you're ready to start your treatment and apply it to the face and needle it into the skin. Other device that comes with 2 6 ml bottles, pre-treatment bottles with our CBD hyaluronic acid serum. Unfortunately, I don't have that here today, so I'm going to show you how to pre-mix it with our 4 ounce that we offer, which is our professional size, in 1 ounce, which is our retail size, but whatever your preference is, we have it available for you. This is how we're going to mix it. I'm going to use our professional 4 ounce size bottle. We're going to go ahead and just take either a beaker or a little glass jar that you have, and we're going to just apply the serum directly into the beaker. Now I'm going to add my accelerators to our base. And again, you just customize it to whatever you're seeing topically when you do your analysis on your patient that day. So I'm going to add accelerators to that. And then we're going to mix it and then extract it from our glass jar. Now I'm going to mix our serum and our actives together, which in our little 6 ml bottles, you can do it directly into the vial, shake it up, or stir it, and then extract it that way. So it makes it a little bit more convenient and easier, but this is just as effective. So once I do that, I'm going to take the catheter attached to the syringe, and then I'm going to just suck out the product. Just like that. You want to make sure you're only using water-soluble, water-based products, as oil will not be suitable for this treatment. So our number 4 accelerator is something that you will not be able to do. So now we're ready to go to start treatment. We do have a protocol on what to do and how to do it. I'm not going to walk you through that step at the present time. I'm just going to show you how to use the device and the technique behind that. So her skin is already clean, prepped and sterilized and ready for application. I just want to tell you a little bit about our CBD hyaluronic acid serum, our Recovery Plus, why it is so amazing. Not only does it have those great products ingredients in that, it also has epidermal growth factors and peptides. So it's such an anti-inflammatory, such a healing, hydrating, anti-aging serum that is universal for and really will help boost the level of what we're trying to achieve topically, on top of adding our accelerators to even enhance it further. With this device, like I was saying earlier, you have different settings that you can achieve with this. So there's a little dial right here and a little white dot, I don't know if you can see that, that you would turn as the indicator as to what depth you want to use. Obviously, like I said, you have to make sure it's within your regulations and your scope of practice. So I'm going to do a 0.25 on her, and this will require no numbing cream. Obviously, the higher levels of millimeter depth that you go to, that's when you're going to need numbing cream. But for what we're trying to achieve, and we're doing it so superficial, it's really not necessary. I'm turning on the machine. I am selecting my speed. I want it on the highest setting for me. And then we're going to go ahead and push down the up button. And that's the serum through the catheter into the needle. and then we're going to go ahead and apply it directly on the skin. You want to make sure the skin is damp with the active. So as you're needling it, it's gliding over the skin. So here we go. Going to go ahead and bring it on her tissue. And we're just going to make sure that it's infusion. You can actually now is meaning that it's going into the skin. So I'm going up and down with it. And as you can see, as I move it, you'll see the serum on her tissue. Just want to make sure you're doing even application, down, side to side. There's really no right or wrong. Or you can even do circular movements. You want to look out for erythema and edema, and that's when you know you've wounded the tissue enough. Our whole goal is to achieve the skin to produce the fibroblasts, which also helps obviously with the collagen production. How is this feeling? Is this hurting? No. Perfect. So she's starting to flush a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next area. I always incorporate the neck with whatever treatment I'm doing because we always want to make sure we treat the neck. We are so excited to see the change and the results you're going to have in your own practice. In mine and my partners have the same within their clinics as well. So if you should have any questions, anything, that's what we're here for. Please give us a call directly, and any of us will be more than willing to help you. You can reach us at 661-257-7777. We are so excited. You know, our product is amazing and it delivers results, and this is only going to enhance what you already have. So I'm excited for you guys to start this, and please let us know your feedback and let us know how it's doing for you in your own clinic. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
All right, so for more information on the Only Your skincare products, you would have your school and or teachers contact the account executives at your new school, and then for future webinars, they would contact myself. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera on so you guys can get a close-up look at the pen and how to put it together. So just let me know, Emily, when my camera flips on.
I can see it. Also, we had a question. Somebody asked if the nano needle can be used in states that I suppose like microneedling is considered invasive.
I don't know. You would have to check with your state. I'm not positive if they would allow it or not. So I can't answer that.
Do you know about Illinois specifically?
Illinois cannot. We are not allowed to, unless you are working under a licensed physician. But an esthetician just working in a spa cannot. They have to work under a licensed physician. Now, whether that's actually happening is a whole nother story. But according to regulations, they have to be working in a medical, you have to have a licensed physician.
Do they have to have a nursing degree as well to do that?
I'm not positive. I know I was talking with Shelly, who's in Minnesota, and they are in the process of redoing their entire aesthetics program that is also, but yeah, they have to have a nursing degree of some sort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think in Illinois you have to have both your aesthetics license and a nursing degree to do like injections, and I think microneedling falls under that as well because it's considered invasive.
Microneedling does not fall under because you're not going into the muscle. If you were going into the muscle, you would need a nurse's license. So as long as estheticians in the state of Illinois are working under a physician, they can perform microneedling and dermaplaning. But if they were going to do injections, yes, they would need their RN or their LPN.
Yeah,
awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, listen, they send me the device. I'm excited because I have one and I just do it on myself. Okay, so this, if you order the pen, you're going to receive 2 small vials like this. and 2 needles and 2 syringes. And they come prepackaged, sealed. Make sure you're wearing gloves and you're following sanitation procedures. On the package of the needle, it will have a check mark as to which needle cap you have purchased. So you either have the 9, the 12, or it will say round needle. We don't have the rest of these yet, but they're in the process of creating. So like the 24 and the 36 and the 42, these would be for larger body, covering larger areas. Okay, so these are empty because I've gone through my supply. So I'm going to use water instead, just so that you can see how to prime the gun or the pen. I'm going to mute somebody's microphone really quick. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. And then while I'm putting this together, if you have not done so already, please make sure you type in your full name and your school name into the chat box along with location so that we can send the attendance to the appropriate school. So this is the retail size. This is 1 ounce. A 1 ounce bottle will do 6 treatments and give you a little extra to use for daily maintenance. So I did my 6 treatments out of this bottle and still had enough to put it on daily and make a cocktail for my daughter. So the 1 ounce bottle could probably get you, if you're only using it for services, you can probably get maybe 7 services out of it. But guaranteed 6 services out of this one. And then this is just an individual service. This is great when you get the little pen because you can just put your accelerators directly into the bottle, give it a shake, and then you would dispense using your syringe with your catheter. Otherwise, you can always just dispense them into little souffle cups, which again, I'm just gonna have water in mine. So, and then you would add your accelerator. So these are the accelerator bottles that come in the student aesthetics kit. When you order a kit for just regular skincare to do facials, but back bar, they come in pump size bottles. So that you would just add your accelerators based on your consultation and the needs for your client. You would then dispense 5 milliliters of your product. Let's look at our device. So we have our syringe ready to go. So the 12, I think this is 12. This is either 12 or 9. I'm just going to push up on the cartridge head so that you can see it. So this has the stainless steel needles that will puncture. The Nano head is this little disc and it feels like sandpaper. Don't touch it though. So it feels like sandpaper. This one broke, so I'm missing the little lip to attach the hose, but I wanted to save it so that I can show the needles on camera. So they're really tiny. It's just going to give you that slight abrasion. So if you're using the Nano, again, these are silicone, where these are stainless steel, surgical stainless steel. This cap, if you're using this, you'll do your series of 6 for 6 weeks, and then you can do a monthly maintenance. Series of 6 for 6 weeks, and it doesn't have to be once a week for 6 weeks. If your client cannot come once a week to receive a treatment, you can spread it out. Just know that they have to wait 6 months after they finish that last treatment. But if you want maximum results, you're going to do your 6 treatments in 6 weeks. So we're going to attach our hose. To attach your needle cap, you're just going to screw in the top. Here is your gauge that will turn so you can adjust your depth. The down button is to release the syringe. The up button will take the depressor, the syringe depressor, and push this up to prime. The down button goes really fast. The up button goes real slow, and it's going slow so that you're slowly dispensing your product without over applying, putting too much, and then you run out of serum before you're even done with your service. So you attach your syringe, take your hose, I swear I need reading glasses. I can't see anything. There we go. Apply to your cap. This is where you would charge, plug it in if it needs to be charged. So to turn your device on, hold this button and it turns on. And then every time you hit this, it'll change colors. So you indicate your speed. So I'm gonna have it on the lowest speed. I'm gonna push my up button so that it will slowly and now it's going to prime. I've got water coming out. Let me grab my lovely model. So your serum is going to be dispensed, and the moment you tip and push the up button, the moment you tip this forward, it's going to dispense your serum. So that will get dispensed onto the skin. Once you have serum on the skin, you're just going to gently apply to the surface. Now you can go up and down, you can do circular motions, you can do back and forth, however you want. Just don't put too much pressure. You want just glide it over the skin. And then again, you just keep pushing the up button to dispense more serum. And as long as you're keeping the skin flooded, and just gently, ever so gently, apply to forehead, entire face, neck, or again, if you're just trying to focus on certain areas like fine lines and wrinkles, forehead, around the eyes, around the lip, maybe the neck, you can do that as well. Student kit for just for our skincare products. This does not come in the kit. This is a separate purchase, but we do have aesthetics and cosmetology kits with product that can perform. I believe the aesthetics kit can do 20 facial services, or I mean, the cosmetology kit can do 20 facial services, and the aesthetics kit, I believe, can do 35 facial services out of their kit. And then this is separate. So Emily, what school are you with, Abby? I can have Emily send pricing for the Only Your Student kit. Tricochis? Okay. Then are the tips? Yes, everything is disposable. Nothing gets reused except for the device itself. So when you are done, let's move her out of the way. When you are done with your service, you would push the down button, which will quickly release your syringe. This gets thrown away. This gets thrown away. All of that goes in the trash. This gets completely sanitized and wiped down, and then you plug it back in and charge it or move on to your next client. Just remember, after 5 hours, it does need to be charged. Price of. If you would like more information, just make sure you just let us know what school you're with, and then we'll send you the micro pen. So the device itself is, I believe, quote me if I'm wrong, Emily, I want to say it's like $380, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah, I think it's $375.
$375, $380, somewhere around there. And then I just ordered the 4 ounce for myself, so I know what school price is. The school price is $138 something, so we'll just say $140. for the 4-ounce size. And I want to say the smaller one was like $42, somewhere around there. But the suggested retail for this, if you're going to retail the 1 ounce, the suggested retail is $118. So just keep that in mind as well when you're retailing. Definitely, in my opinion, well worth the $118. After what I saw personally on my own skin, as well as on my daughter's skin, without even using the infusion pen, just the serum itself with some of the accelerators, it was just it was mind-blowing to me how quickly her skin healed from just 2 nights of using this serum. So definitely worth it. I don't know if, I'm not positive on that, if the students can purchase the pen or if estheticians can purchase the pen for themselves.
I know estheticians can, but you might need to be licensed before purchasing. And so typically, you know, the school will purchase it for you and you'll practice under their supervision, and that's how it goes. But I will double check. So anyone who wants that information, just make sure you put your email, and I'll email you guys what we figure out after some digging, after some research.
So just a couple things with the accelerators as well. Again, these are what come in the student kit for their skincare kits. These can be applied directly to the skin or mixed in your home care products, custom blending. And again, we also have serum bases. So if you wanted to just make serums, you can use the accelerators with a serum base and create your serums using the accelerators. So you would custom blend. You can, like, if your client is purchasing the Recovery Plus serum and you've already done a consultation with them, I would definitely custom blend their bottle before they leave with the accelerators so that they're getting the maximum benefit out of this. So like, for example, for my daughter, I just took a little cup like this, did 1 full dropper size. So just did a full dropper. And then I added, I did tissue repair on her, ultra soothing repair, instant moisture. And then I don't remember the other one. I can't remember. I know I did 4 of them, but I mixed like 2 or 3 drops of each of these into that 1 little dropper, and I'm convinced like it was amazing. It really truly was amazing. So any other questions? So just a couple reminders that if you're using the 9 or the 12, you're going to do your series of 6 and you wait 6 months. If you started with the 9 or the 12 and you want to switch to the Nano, you still need to wait the 6 months and then do your series of 6 with the Nano, and then you can do your monthly maintenance with the Nano. If you've started with the Nano and you've done your series of 6, then you can do a monthly maintenance, which that is a little more costly. So just remember that if that's your plan of action, if you're going to be doing this personally on yourself, it's going to be a little more costly. So you might want to buy the 4 ounce of the recovery serum. So I'm going to stay in for just another minute. If you have not done so already, please make sure that you type in your full name, your school name, and the school location for attendance purposes into the chat box. If it does not appear in the chat box, I won't be able to send your information over to your schools.
Also, if you guys get, so you guys can order the microneedle and all that jazz, but you have to get permission from your school/instructor first. So if you have them email me or Marie, you can, they'll just email with their consent, and then we can sell to you.
Oh yeah, because you do need to sign a consent with the, I forgot all about that. Let me put my PowerPoint back up really quick so that my email address is up on the screen. Maybe what we should do is just send information to the schools, Emily, and then the students can reach out to the school, obtain the release form, the consent form and the release form.
Yeah.
That way, because I'll be honest, guys, I probably won't get around to everybody's emails because I still have 2 more webinars that I have to do today and do all the certificates and attendance. So I would say let's send information to schools only, and then the students can reach out to their educators or school directors to obtain the release form and the ordering process.
Okay. I'll make little notes next to the schools that wanted more information. Or I guess we could just send it to every school on. That might be easier. Less time consuming than sifting through and sending it just for specific ones. Somebody asks, Gloria asks, when is the dermaprint class? Where can I find the Zoom link? So we'll be sending out Zoom links today or tomorrow for all of next week.
Just FYI, I did put my schedule for the rest of the month. I don't have May put together yet, but all of the links, Emily, just so you know, I created them all last night. So all the links are on our calendar to be sent out. And then I believe they're going to be posting the flyer at some point today for all the classes.
If not, I can make flyers for the rest of the month. That might be easy to just have them all.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll send out links to all the instructors.
The dermaprint will be Tuesday, April 28th at 2 o'clock Central Time. And it's going to be dermaprint 1 and 2. So it's going to be it'll be just over an hour webinar, FYI. And then if you want to know more about the aesthetic student kit and what comes in that kit, I have a webinar Thursday the 23rd at 10 a.m. Central Time, and that's going to go over all the products that come in the Only Yours student kit, and we'll also do one of the protocols that come from that kit. So make sure you sign up for that webinar as well. Tricoci, Rockford. Oh, that's not too far from me. Not that far from Rockford. All right, well, thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Student Kit webinar is Thursday the 23rd at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you are a student, we're going to be sending links out to all of the schools. So make sure you follow up with your educators so that they can send you the links. It'll probably be sometime over the weekend. I'll get with all the agents and make sure that they're sending out the links to everybody. All right, thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.